Welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first car boot haul of 2022. By the time you guys see this, it'll be a couple of weeks on. I'm recording it right now because that's when it's fresh in my memory, but I'm not putting it out until the beginning of February. It's mid-January now. It is my first car boot of the year. I felt proper stoked to be out there bargain hunting again. The car boot hunting is the bit of the job that I like. Everything else is just work. This bit is the pleasurable bit. So, I've done quite well today. I'm not sure how much I've spent. Not a huge amount, I think. Maybe I'll tot it all up at the end. I'll tot it up at the end, but I'll put it on the screen now. Okay, so this bit here is my filler bag. Let's start with that. Filler bag was £3 today, and in it I got a Taggies comforter. I know I've had this one before. Oh, it's apparently it's best. It's got a bread tag stuck on it. Best before the 9th of July. This one is a TJM one, and I've definitely had this one before. I might even have one currently listed, which makes it a very easy relist. So that was in my filler bag. Also in filler bag was a Tyrrell Cat pig mug. I have sold Tyrrell Cat stuff before, but I have no idea of the resale on that particular one. A couple of little pie dishes. These are not to resell, these are for me. Individual pie dishes. I want to make fish pie, and I thought it'd be nice to make them in a little individual pie pan. A Cloverleaf conditioner. A Pocket Mastermind game. I haven't opened it to check whether all the bits are there. If I open it, I'll probably regret it. There's two sizes of the little pegs in there. I don't know if that's normal for this or not. I've never bought a pocket one before. And now I've opened it, I probably can't close it. I'm not even going to attempt to put that in the bag. Put that on the desk. Also, another game that I've not seen before is Rush Hour Traffic Jam Logic game. You'd think I spend enough of my life in traffic jams without buying games to play it as well. But if I see a game that I've never seen before, I pick it up, partly for research and partly because, who knows, it might be worth a fortune. I've had the Rubik's Flip before. This one actually, although the box is battered, inside the packaging it's unopened. So nice to have that in box with instructions, unopened. Can't remember how much I sold the last one for though. Bag of curtain rings, that's a standard pickup. Always see these if I get them. People buy them for craft, apparently. A Gibson's Winter Whoopsies jigsaw puzzle. I'm going to take that one to Mum because it's got quite a lot going on it. A lot of people. She likes a jigsaw with a lot of people in it. And it is a 500 piece, which is her preferred size. So I'll take that one over to her. She'll get the pleasure of doing it first. And then I'll sell it when she's done with it. Carla Vorderman Sudoku Handheld LCD game. I've sold electronic Sudokus before, but I don't know whether this one's worth having. The screen is a bit gross. Oh, it's only dust though. As I'm touching it, it's coming off. I'm sure it will need new batteries. Yeah, I've turned it on and got nothing. The only possible issue, sometimes you open them and the old batteries are still in there and they've burst. And I know that some of the other resellers have a lot of joy cleaning out battery compartments. I don't mean get a lot of joy from it, but they do well cleaning out the battery compartments and getting it running again. But I've never had much joy with that. These are probably a fail, but as they were new and unused, I chucked them in. It is RCH Style Society Colour Encyclopedia Face Palette. I don't know where they're from originally because the tag does not have a maker on it. The back says SLG Studio 9. It doesn't say, you know, made for B&M or anything, but they're just little makeup palettes and possibly not worth having, but filler bag, so practically free. £3 for all of my filler bag items. If there's 10 in there, they're 30p each, and I think there's more than 10. My last filler bag is Kniffle or Niffle. I'm not sure how the Germans pronounce it. I picked it up and I was like, that's a game I've never seen before, but it looks just like Yahtzee. Turns out it's Yahtzee. It's the German version of Yahtzee. Nicely conditioned in there. And apparently the Germans call Yahtzee Kniffle or Niffle. If you're German and you know whether that K is silent, let me know in the comments. Or not, if you don't want to. Okay, that's the end of my filler bag. And in the... I don't have another bag handy. Okay. The rest of my car boot stuff, I paid £1 for these three. So these three are a nice and easy creme colour in 8A, which is medium ash blonde. A Little Miss Naughty mug. These are Wild and Wolf, and I've done quite well with these Mr. Men mugs from Wild and Wolf. So says Little Miss Naughty on one side and looks like a nice day for being naughty on the reverse. Some Cloverleaf bird coasters. These are melamine coasters and they're garden birds. So we've got, that's I think that's a tit. That's a robin. I know robins. That's a thrush because it's got a speckled breast. That, I don't know what that is. Any twitchers out there know what that is? That looks like a robin as well, but not with the blue wings. Maybe it's a blue tit. I don't know what that is. I think that's a sparrow. What we've established is that Carla doesn't know garden birds. But yeah, melamine coasters. These were £3 for a pound, these 3 items. So the mug, the coasters, and the hair dye, all 3 for the quid. From the same chap for 50p, a Weeders Digest Simon Drew garden mug with lid. That's a bugs out heating anti-bug mug lid on there. From the same guy, this was interesting, or at least I thought so. It's a kind of an African or Moroccan or something carving nativity. I'm going to get the pieces out and then I'll hold them up and show you one by one. So it's clay, and it's very, I was going to say it's very primitive, but having said that, I could not create that out of clay, so it's not that bloody primitive, is it? It's very rustic, I suppose, is where I want to be. So there we have the little baby Jesus and Mary, who, I have to say, her eyes, I shouldn't criticise because I think I looked a bit like that after giving birth, and I hadn't even given birth to the Son of God. Joseph, who looks as shocked and stunned as he ought to, bearing the situation he found himself in. Joseph has got a little hole in the back of his head. Okay, Mary also has the hole in the back of her head. Joseph has a little bit stuck in his. I'm not sure what the little hole is for. But then, as well as Joseph, Mary and the baby Jesus, there is a cow and a goat. The goat has a chipped ear, unfortunately. I mean, that could be what's stuck in the back of Joseph's head, I suppose. It could be the goat's ear that's got stuck in there. It'd be nice if it was, because then I could retrieve it and stick it back on. I don't think it is, though. No, that's not the goat's ear. It's just a little bit of clay. So yeah, that's the only damage. Is that a goat or a sheep? I don't know. Either way, he's got an ear tip missing, but everything else is okay. It was 50p. It was interesting. I don't know if it has any value to it at all, but for 50p, it was an interesting item to pick up, and it'll be interesting to research. Try not to break his other ear off, bless him. Okay, Steve, the car boot guy. Obviously, I had my filler bag from him for £3, but I also had this pair of New Balance Cross Cath Kidston trainers. New Balance Feet Cath Kidston, New Balance X Cath Kidston. Don't know what you'd call it, but they are New Balance and they're Cath Kidston girls trainers. They were £4. They sell for 15 to 20. And this Hunchback of Notre Dame. This is a very 80s mug. That white glass, what's that called? Is it Arca Rock? I don't think it's Arca Rock. Josh would know and he's not here. But yeah, Hunchback of Notre Dame, big breakfast mug. Very 80s in style. £2 for a Jellycat Bashful Bunny. Does it have a name? Sometimes they say I am so-and-so bunny. No, I think it's just Bashful Bunny. £2 for him, her, them. 50p for this rather nice mug. I liked this. It is Bington's, a family business established 1903. I've not got the right glasses on. Exclusive chintz design, specially commissioned by... Well, Ringtons, not Bingtons, I beg your pardon. Specially commissioned by Ringtons Limited. Again, no idea. I'll have a quick look. Somebody's got a set of 4 and they've listed them at £14. Let's have a look at solds. 2 for £14, 4 for £25, 4 for £14.50, 2 for £2, 1 for £7.30. Worth picking up for 50p at the end of the day. Not a great money spinner, but worth picking up when you only pay 50p. I also paid 50p for this tall Betty Boot mug. I thought when I first picked it up, I thought it was kind of a melamine, but it's not. It is ceramic. It's got a teeny tiny paint chip here, but apart from that, it's all in good condition. I paid £1 for this Port Merian saucepan stand, Susan Williams Ellis design, Galanthus, Snowdrop and Crocus. £1 for that. £3 for these two. It's a Wedgwood picture frame. It did have a sticker on it, but I seem to have... I've lost the sticker somewhere on the way home. It's probably in my trolley. It's annoying because the sticker told me what it was. I think it was called Alison, something like that. It's a Wedgwood picture frame. And a Royal Worcester cake plate in the Capri. So this is an ex-charity shop item. They tried to sell it at $5.99. They must have not been able to sell it at that, and it went to a charity shop clearance guy. The guy who I bought it didn't look like one of the clearance guys. But anyway, 2 for £3 on those, and somewhere there's a sticker that belongs on the Wedgwood box. I am annoyed that I have mislaid that, for it would have made my research that much easier. Another house clearance guy who sits in the top of the other barn, 50p for a Lurpak collectibles butter dish. There was a time when 50p for this would have been the bargain to end all bargains. I'd have been over the moon because they would have helped me complete a set. The bottom has fallen out of them. Bottom. The bottom has fallen out of the Lurpak collectibles market somewhere, and they're just not, they don't get what they used to get. I liked these. I paid £5 for the 3. I only want this one. You can see why I want that one, because as you know, dog mad in this house. It is beautiful. It has been repaired. There's a foot has been glued back on, but since I wanted it for myself, I did not mind. So I wanted the dogs, and the lady said, oh, they're £2 each, and I said, oh, well, if you do 3 for a £5, I'll take the cats as well. So the cats are to resell. They're very, very nice. They're very heavy. I don't know what they're made of. They're cold, so I think they're stone. But yeah, carved stone cat ornaments in the black, and I'm keeping the dogs. So like those. Nice things. They're very the lines are very appealing. I'm not an artist, I don't know much, but the smooth lines, I found those very appealing. This is the year of sorting us out, and so I want to sort out our family paperwork. 4 packs for £1 on these. They are exactly what I wanted. Funnily enough, I laid in bed last night thinking, I wonder if I'll be able to get some of those folders at the car boot sale, and there they were. £5 from one of my favourite sellers, like the little couple that I chat to every week. I don't often buy anything from them because they don't often have anything I want, but they had a nice pair of Hotter shoes today. They were £5, and as you can see, they are possibly unworn, possibly worn once. So a pair of Hotter shoes for £5. Nice to be able to support those people as well, because like I said, I don't often get to buy anything from them. £1.50 from the house clearance guy for these bits. This is probably the find of the day. I grabbed it because it had a name on it, and the name there is Frankie Welch. I didn't recognise the name. It wasn't one that I knew, but I thought people don't put their names on stuff unless it's worth doing. It turns out they are vintage. It's a vintage silk scarf, and this one has sold in America for about 40 quid, this very same one. So that was nice, because I paid £1.50 for these bits. Also my £1.50, there are 2 Nostalgia cross stitches. Oh, ka-ching. 2 Nostalgia cross stitches and a Forever Friends cross stitch, only small ones. A plasticine make your own morph, which I just picked up for novelty. And a pack of what we used to call pogs. These are Chupa Chups cat pogs, and there's some bonus slammers in the top there. Some of these go for crazy money. I doubt that I have got any crazy money ones here, but some of them do go for absolutely potty money. And if you can't remember them, they were these. They're little cardboard discs. You could get Pogs or Tazos, or I can't remember what the other ones were called. And each one has a different design on them. And yeah, they were late 80s, early 90s, I think, when they were in. And the kids went wild for them then, and they still sell now. So I was pleased to get those. I would hope to turn that little thing there into maybe 20 quid, maybe more. So £1.50 for that little bundle was a real bargain. The last thing is this. I got this from the same house clearance guy. It is heavy. It is a canteen of cutlery. Have I got it upside down? No, I haven't. It's a canteen of cutlery. The name on there is, it says 1847 Rogers Brothers. I don't think it was made in 1847, but maybe the company was established in 1847. And although it looks like some bits are missing, there are a lot of bits lying in the bottom here, but there are also a couple of things that I don't think are from the original. So there's a pair of salad servers there, and I don't think they are part of the original set because these are beaded, and the design on the rest of it is quite different. I don't know if that's going to focus. So yeah, I think the salad servers might be from a different set entirely. Anyway, it was a £5. It was worth having a go for a £5. That's it for today's haul. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I picked up. I hope I'll be able to turn it all into million-ty pounds. And I'm going to go tot up now what I spent so that you'll have seen that on the screen earlier on. Thank you for joining me. I will be back soon with more of whatever it is I do here. Take care. Bye for now.